Welcome back, everyone, to another dicondissectional production hosted by Deathstroke9. Today we're going to be reacting to Jim Croce, Operator, That's Not the Way It Feels. Hey everyone, alright, so welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, hello, my name is Daniel, also Deathstroke9, and we react to music, and I try to figure out what it means and also just, listen to some great music. So, if that sounds interesting to you, and if you like reaction channels in general, consider hitting the subscribe button. All right, so we recently did Time in a Bottle, which was, I don't know why, but that song was I really liked that song. It spoke to me very much. Now, as I told you guys in the last video, I've already heard Leroy Brown, or is it Leroy Brown or Jim? I've heard both of those. Leroy Brown and Don't Mess Around with Jim. That's a different one. Yeah. Huh. Are those both by this guy? Are they? I have no idea. But let's see. So I've got the video pulled up here, and probably need some lyrics. Let's pull those up as well. Operator. A lot of you were requesting this in the last Jim Croce video, so this is what we're doing. Jim, C-R-O-C. Yeah, so let me know what other songs you'd like me to react to. Let me know what this song means to you down in the comments. And thank you guys for recommending this. I'm excited to check it out. Operator, That's Not the Way It Feels. All right. I thought this would be a good song to start the day for reactioning, because I don't know, just feels that way. It's not the way it feels. All right, let's do this. Jim Croce, Operator, That's Not the Way It Feels, off the You Don't Mess Around with Jim album. 3, 2, 1.
Operator, or could you help me place this call? See, the number on the matchbook is old and faded. She's living in LA with my best old ex-friend Ray. Gosh, she said she knew well and sometimes hated. Just to tell him I'm fine and to show I overcome the blow. I've learned to take it well. I only wish my words could just convince myself that it just wasn't real. But that's not the way it feels.
That's really sad.
Operator, but could you help me place this call? 'Cause I can't read the number that you just gave me. There's something in my eyes, you know it happens every time.
Pause it. Sorry, I gotta pause it at least once, or YouTube will take these videos down. So the last song, super sad. The last one was like in an eerie way, right? This one just straight up sad. Operator, well, could you help me place this call? So he's like, I'm imagining like he's in a phone booth in like, I don't know, like in the pouring rain at like a payphone or something. He's like, Operator, can you help me place this call? I don't know. Are there even operators for payphones? I have no idea. Probably not. All right, could you help me place this call? So he's asking for assistance finding a number. She's finding a number. She's living in LA. So he's got, see the number on the matchbook. Oh, okay. So he has a number on a matchbook, which he's literally kept with him for a really long time. It's old and faded. She's living in LA with my best old ex-friend, Ray. So it used to be his best friend. Now it's his ex-friend. Because obviously he stole this guy's girl. A guy she said she knew well and sometimes hated. He's like, she said she knew him, and she said she hated him, you know. Isn't that the way they say it goes? Well, let's forget all that. Just give me the number if you can find it. Just so I can call just to tell them I'm fine. And to show I've overcome the blow. That's not what that would show, actually, but okay. I've learned to take it well. I only wish my words could just convince myself that it just wasn't real. But that's not the way it feels. That's so sad. And then he says, can you help me place this call? I can't read the number. There's something in my eyes. You know, it happens every time. I think about a love I thought would save me. Wow, okay. Huh. Thanks for all the depression, Jim Croce. Oh boy. All right. He's a really good storyteller. I'm saying these things, this is what I'm getting. Like, he's telling us this without really any of the context, you know? And he's filling in the blanks for us with these words, like the number on the matchbook is old and faded. Operator, could you help me place this call? That immediately makes you think, all right, he's talking to someone on the phone, you know? We see he's painting a picture with his words. Very cool. Love it. Let's keep going. Let me bring it back a little bit more. The guitar work is beautiful. I think there's a piano in the background, too.
My eyes,
Yeah, there is.
you know it happens every time.
It's bass and the guitar.
Think about the
Two guitars in
love
there.
that I thought would save me. But isn't that the way they say it goes? Well, let's forget all that and give me the number if you can find it, so I can call just to tell them I'm fine and to show I've overcome the blow. I've learned to take it well. I only wish my words could just convince myself that it just wasn't real. But that's not the way it feels. No, 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 no. That's not the way it feels. Operator, oh, let's forget about this call. No one there I really wanted to talk to. Thank you for your time. Oh, you've been so much more than kind. You can keep the dime.
Oh, there's a piano back there.
But isn't that the way they say it goes? Well, let's forget all that and give me the number if you can find it, so I can call just to tell them I'm fine and to show I've overcome the blow. I've learned to take it well. I only wish my words could just convince myself that it just wasn't real. But that's not the way it feels.
He said, thank you for your time. There's no one there I really wanted to talk to. You've been much more than kind. Keep the time. The operator, couldn't find the number. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Let me see, are there any comments on here? Jim Croce needs to be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Song was popular when I was in high school and worked as a telephone operator part-time. I got a lot of guys trying to get through to their girlfriends. I always tried and was so pleased when the girl picked up the phone. Felt like I had done my part in their love story. Who remembers when you needed a phone booth and a dime to make that call? Oh. One of the most beautiful songs I ever heard. Loneliness and sadness and the needness of still feels live. What? okay? There's something in my eyes. You know, it happens every time I think about the love I thought would save me. It gets me every time. Yep. My best old ex-friend Ray. Jim Croce was a great songwriter. Something the kids today would never understand. I hope I can. I hope it's timeless, guys. If the kids today never understand it, then that means it's done. It's dead and gone. We don't want that. Gotta educate them. Y'all are educating me. Thank you very much for doing so. This comment section is one of the most positive on YouTube. Of course it is, though. You can't love Jim Croce and not be at least moderately sincere and kind, huh? The song came out back when it was easy to find a payphone and a telephone booth. Okay, so I did get it right with the payphone, right? I think I've seen a payphone once in my life. Thumbs up if the ghost of Jim Croce haunting your local supermarket brought you here. Okay. All right. I'm not going to keep doing this. Yeah. I should probably learn to play some of his stuff on the guitar. I have an acoustic guitar. I would Let's see if maybe songfacts.com has anything to add to what I've said, because I mean, like I said, it sets the scene perfectly. And he's like, calls him up. He's like, "Can we find the number?" And he's like, "All right, you know what? I don't even really want to talk to them, you know?" He's like, "Thank you for not finding the number. If you had found it too quick, it would have just been sad. Everything about it is sad." Charted number 17 in the U.S. That's pretty cool. Let's go down. Ingrid Croce, who is married to Jim from 1966 until his death in 1973, told us "Operator" is one of my favorite songs. I think it's a pretty interesting song in the way it was composed. Probably like a lot of songs of Jim's, but it's the one that I think a lot of people relate to in a whole bunch of different ways. Jim and I had gotten married in 1966, and we had been waiting for him to go into service. He was in the National Guard, in which he had joined with the hope that he would not be sent over and would be able to continue his education and music career. So we signed up for the National Guard just as we decided to get married. The week before our little wedding, we got a letter telling us we would be leaving within 2 weeks. So he was leaving with a very heavy heart. My dad had been very ill, and shortly after that passed away. After we had waited, and we had just waited, wanting to get married and have some time to be together after all those years of waiting. And suddenly here he is in the National Guard, where Jim is not very good with authority. And he's in the South, and they are not very good with making pasta. He was missing good food, he was missing me, and was missing life in general. He's one of the few guys I think went through basic training twice. He really couldn't follow the system. He'd always find things that were funny, like a handbook that he put together in dealing with the service with a whole bunch of notes or quotes on how to deal with people in the Army. But anyway, he was standing there in the rain at a payphone, and he was listening to these stories of all these guys, the Dear John stories, that were standing in line to wait their turn in the rain with these green rain jackets over their heads. In the rain. Wow. Yeah, I so got that from the song. Wow. I didn't see the line of people, though. I just kind of had this one. Yeah. All right. Well, that's Operator. Not the Way It Feels. Freaking beautiful song. Yeah, it's very sad that Jim Croce passed away, tragically, before he could live more of his life, I guess, and also create even more great music. we shall appreciate the legacy that he left behind. All right, guys, thank you for joining me today, for spending some time with me, and for listening to great music with me. That was a really good song. Thank you for recommending it. Let me know what else you'd like me to react to down in the comments below. And if you want to make sure that your reaction requests are given top priority, there's a link in the description to a Patreon page where for $5 you get access to a bunch of exclusive videos, and you're able to make requests, and there's a chat community and a bunch of cool stuff, so check it out if you want to. And yeah, I really appreciate all of your support, guys, and this song was really good. All right, thank you for watching. Deathstroke 9 out. This song's so sad. Wow.